James 4:4-6. B. The tongue can be a tool or a weapon. Sometimes we use it to bless the people around us and to give praise to God. However, we also use it as a whip. Show video of LATIGO 102. Has audio. We hit others with our words instead of listening to them. The sad part is that for some reason we sometimes believe we can do the same with God. Sometimes God shows us something in His Word and instead of listening with the intention of understanding and obeying Him, we stick out our tongues and begin to whip God by giving us excuses, justifying ourselves, defending ourselves. C. The sad thing is that we become experts at it until we say, AAA. That passage doesn't apply to me. I'm not like that. As a result, we do not see our true reflection in the mirror. By not being quick to listen and slow to speak, we blind ourselves voluntarily. D. And what about a person who refuses to listen, won't stop talking, and then gets angry? Quick to anger. A. Today's text says, my dear brothers, keep this in mind. Everyone must be ready to listen, and slow to speak and slow to become angry. 20. For human anger does not produce the righteous life that God wants. James 1:19-20. B. The problem is not anger. God Himself gets angry. The problem is the process. Listen first, then talk if necessary, and finally get angry if necessary. The passage does not say that we should not have anger and that we should not show it. He says we should be slow to get angry. However, when we do not listen and do not stop speaking, we lose the discernment that God gave us. We cannot assess the situation well and respond clumsily. Without discernment, our anger becomes human anger, anger that is based on human reasoning, and God does not accept it. This kind of anger does not produce the righteous life that God wants. In other words, being quick to get angry prevents us from seeing our true reflection in the mirror. We don't focus on what God is trying to communicate. We are not listening to it. Conclusion and invitation. We could design 3 different series of talks on the main points. Imagine a series of talks about language. The book of Proverbs has a lot to say on the subject. Maybe one day we will do it. In this series, we are studying Logos. God has communicated to us. He did not remain silent. He has spoken. He has given the instructions to live a satisfied life. With joy, with happiness. That is precisely what the world longs for. What you long for, isn't it? The Word tells us how we can do it. However, we have to remove the impediments that obstruct our vision. We need to see, look, contemplate, evaluate our reflection. We need to be willing to hear God compare our lives to the Word. Are you willing to do it? When was the last time you had a conversation with God without trying to justify yourself or make excuses? How was it the last time God showed you something in His Word? Did you stop talking and listen to Him? Maybe you need this time to ask God for